Book Snapshot.
Hello, freedom seekers. Welcome to Book Snapshot, your shortcut to the world's most life-changing books. Today, we're diving into a book that has revolutionized how people think about work, time, and freedom. The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss.
If you've ever felt trapped in the 9-to-5 grind, drowning in endless tasks, or dreaming of a life where work doesn't control you, this book is your blueprint. Tim Ferriss doesn't just teach you how to work less, he shows you how to live more. And by the end of this deep dive, you'll have the tools to design your ideal lifestyle. Before we jump in, if you're new here, Book Snapshot is all about giving you the key insights from powerful books, fast. If that sounds valuable, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a life-changing summary. Now let's unlock the secrets of the 4-Hour Workweek. Picture this, it's 2007. A young Tim Ferriss, burned out from working 80-hour weeks at his startup, finds himself lying on a cold bathroom floor in London. His hands are shaking. His vision is blurry. He's just had his third panic attack that month. And in that moment, he asks himself one terrifying question. Is this really what success looks like? That moment became the spark for the 4-Hour Workweek, a book that would go on to change millions of lives, including perhaps yours. What Tim discovered was radical. Everything we've been taught about work and success is wrong. The old model of work hard for 40 years, save money, then retire isn't just outdated, it's dangerous. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how Tim proved there's a better way. Chapter 1. The New Rich Revolution. Tim starts with a bombshell. People don't want to be millionaires. They want to experience what they think only millions can buy. And that's where he introduces us to the new rich, people who've cracked the code of trading time for money. Tim begins by exposing what he calls the deferred life plan, the myth that we must grind away our best years for some distant retirement nirvana. He tells the heartbreaking story of his uncle, a diligent saver who finally retired at 65, only to pass away 6 months later from a sudden heart attack. Someday is a disease, Tim writes, his words sharp as a scalpel. Right now is all we're guaranteed, yet we keep trading our present moments for a future that may never come. Enter the NR, the new rich. These pioneers aren't necessarily millionaires. They're people who've cracked the code of trading time for freedom. Tim introduces us to a client who automated his consulting business, then spent a year backpacking through Southeast Asia while his income grew by 200%. The NR don't wait for permission to live. They design lifestyles that give them freedom now, not decades from now. Chapter 2. The Art of Radical Efficiency. The 80-20 Earthquake. Tim takes us back to a pivotal moment in his supplement business. Overwhelmed and burning out, he made a shocking discovery. Just 2 of his 37 clients caused 95% of his stress while contributing less than 5% of his profits. When he fired those clients, something miraculous happened. His income doubled, his stress vanished, and he gained something priceless: time. This became the foundation of what Tim calls selective ignorance, the deliberate practice of ignoring almost everything to focus on the vital few. Email bankruptcy. Let me tell you about Tim's most radical productivity experiment. He publicly declared email bankruptcy, deleting over 2,000 unread messages and implementing what he called the autoresponder of doom. I check email once per week. If this is urgent, text my assistant. All other messages will be deleted unread. The result? The world didn't end. His business didn't collapse. In fact, people started solving their own problems. Most emergencies, Tim discovered, are illusions we've been trained to fear. Chapter 3. Building Your Freedom Machine, the Muse That Changed Everything. Tim walks us through the birth of Brain Quicken, his first automated business. Here's the genius part. He didn't create a product first. He placed Google ads for a supplement that didn't exist yet. When orders poured in, only then did he source the product. The goal isn't to create a job, Tim emphasizes. It's to create a system that generates money while you sleep. Within months, this single insight transformed his 80-hour work week into just 4 hours, while increasing his income. The $5 per hour life hack. One of Tim's most hilarious and enlightening stories involves his first virtual assistant in India. He paid her $5 an hour to call New York restaurants, asking if they accepted American Express, just so he wouldn't have to make the calls himself. At first, it felt absurd, Tim admits. Then I did the math. I was buying back my $100 per hour time for just $5. That's not luxury, that's financial judo. Your new life begins today. Tim leaves us with a challenge that still echoes years later. What would you do if you weren't afraid? And what's stopping you from taking the first small step today? Because the 4-hour work week isn't about working less, it's about living more. It's a wake-up call to stop postponing your life and start designing it on your terms. Now comes the pivotal question. What will you do with this knowledge? Remember, ideas alone don't change lives. Action does. So here's your challenge. Eliminate one time waster today. What unimportant task can you ditch forever? Explore one automation. What could you outsource for $5 an hour? Dream boldly. Where would you go if you could work from anywhere? If this message resonated with you, do 3 things. Like this video. Let's spread this revolution. Comment below. What's your first step toward freedom? Subscribe. More life-changing book journeys coming soon. This is Book Snapshot signing off with Tim's powerful reminder. Someday is not a day of the week. Your freedom starts now, but this is just the beginning. For the complete transformation, get the full book using the link in the description below. You'll find all of Tim's revolutionary strategies, case studies, and step-by-step systems that we couldn't cover in this summary. Want more life-changing book breakdowns? Hit that subscribe button and join us next time when we'll reveal another groundbreaking book that can transform your life. Until then, remember, the world is much bigger than your office cubicle. See you in the next video.